What's up, guys? In case you didn't know, the Call of Duty Black Ops trailer was released last night, and it's going to be the next Call of Duty game coming out this November 9th. So I'm going to have a little analysis of the trailer. Let's first watch the trailer in full, and then I'll break it down and show you guys some little stuff that's hidden inside there.
And now wait a few moments, let him rest. This should help you remember everything. Giving you something extra to assist. Let's go through it again. The pain is difficult, isn't it? When he regains consciousness, double the voltage. We need to bring him back.
So there's the trailer, and I thought it was pretty cool, but I kind of thought that it didn't explain very much. It didn't reveal much information about the game, really. So I went through it frame by frame, and there was a few more things that I noticed that I didn't see the first time watching it, so I'll point this stuff out for you guys.
And now wait a few moments, let him rest.
Here's the first thing that caught my attention. It was a little picture that flashed up on a TV screen inside the room, and I'm not really sure what it is. It's a vehicle of some sort. It looks maybe, I don't know, alien-y or spacey, possibly. I'm not really sure. You can decide. But let's move on. And here's another picture that popped up. It's definitely a gun of some sort. Looks like an assault rifle. I'm not really sure which one. If you guys know, go ahead and leave a comment. But let's continue with the video.
This should help you remember everything.
And here we've got another picture that popped up randomly. Again, it looks like a weapon and kind of looks like an assault rifle. I'm not really sure what kind, though. Now here we got some scientists in their lab coats, and then off to the right we've got what looks like to be a big weapon, possibly a nuclear weapon going off. So that's definitely a part of the campaign. Now here's a little cutscene of a guy getting choked to death, but he has a gun in his hand, and by the looks of it, with the longer barrel and the banana clip, it's probably an AK-47. Now here there's a quick little flash of a helicopter, and I was looking through some pictures on Google, couldn't really find it, but it's one of those helicopters that had the rounded, nose on them, and I know they were used in Vietnam. I couldn't find the name of it though. But that's a clue there that this is going to be Vietnam-based.
Giving you something extra to assist.
Now here, this is definitely underwater. As you can see, the air bubbles. It looks kind of like an overturned helicopter that maybe crashed into the ocean or something, but it also could be hinting towards some underwater gameplay. Now this is one of the most revealing images of the entire video. It kind of shows the environment and the look and feel we're going to be dealing with this Call of Duty, the jungle. And no other Call of Duty has done this before, so I'm really excited for it. I think it's going to be awesome. Looks like this guy might have a flamethrower as well, and I know back in the Vietnam War we were using napalm in our flamethrowers and just completely lighting entire villages on fire. And here's one of the many helicopters that were shown in this release trailer. Here's another picture of a chopper, but this one shows a little bit more. As you can see on the tail of the helicopter, it's got the white star inside the blue circle logo, and then it's got the word Army, which that was how American choppers were designated from the rest during the Vietnam War. Now this helicopter here was the most commonly used by the U.S., and it was our main helicopter in the Vietnam War. It's called the H-34 Choctaw, and you can tell that by its rounded nose in the front. So this is yet another clue that this game is going to be primarily focused on the Vietnam War. Here's a picture of a gun. It looks like an American assault rifle. It's probably an M16 or an M4. Now this is one of the more intriguing things of the whole video. It's an image that pops up when you're back in the room, and it looks like the Mars rover, so this could have something to do with the space race.
Let's go through it again. The pain is difficult, isn't it?
Now here's another pretty interesting thing. I'm not really sure what gun it is. It looks kind of like an AUG from Modern Warfare 2, but the biggest thing is it looks like it has an ACOG and a silencer on it. So Bling could be making a comeback. Also, if you look, it looks like it has an Arctic or a kind of snowy camo on it. And for those of you who remember World at War, they didn't have any camos on the guns then. So looks like we could have camos this time around. Now here it looks like this guy's got a SPOS shotgun on his back. And that's pretty cool. I mean, the SPOS was a good gun, and I enjoyed it in Modern Warfare 2, but I'm just hoping that shotguns aren't going to be secondaries in this game as well, because that was a little too ridiculous that you could be a sniper and then have a shotgun on your back. So let's just hope that Treyarch does a better job of balancing the primary and secondary weapons. And here, this gun that this guy's holding, by the looks of the stock and the angle of the handle, it looks like it could be a Thompson, but I'm not really sure. Now here's another image of a gun. It's got the magazine in the back side of it, kind of like the FAMAS had in Modern Warfare 2. I don't think it's a FAMAS. I guess it could be, but I really couldn't find any more information on it.
When he regains consciousness,
And this gun here, it does have a noob tube on it, so that's kind of a hint. Noob tubes may be back. Let's just hope they aren't as overused, and let's hope there's no one-man army perk.
double the voltage.
And here we've got a picture of another gun. It looks like an assault rifle, but it does have a blue magazine, so I'm not really sure what kind of gun that is. And here it looks like we've got an AK-47. Now here's another clue that this might have to do with the space races. This is an astronaut with a space helmet on. Now this image popped up right after the space scene. It's a guy leaning against a wall, but it looks pretty dramatic, and it could be the final scene of the campaign. I know the past couple of Call of Duties have had some pretty amazing endings, so I'm sure Treyarch won't disappoint this time. Now this looks like an SR-71 Blackbird. It was one of the fastest planes ever created. It was used for stealth missions because it could go so fast and it was so low profile, and it could pretty much get out into space, at least as close to space as you can without actually being in a space shuttle.
We need to bring him back.
So there's my little analysis of the gameplay trailer. It kind of reveals a couple things that could be going on in the upcoming game. But I'm just going to give a quick description of what the Vietnam War was like. It was one of the worst wars that we've ever been in. It was very gory. We lost a lot of lives, and it was kind of a pointless war for us to be in, as kind of what a lot of people thought. It wasn't really like war today. There was a lot more ambushes, torturing. I mean, it was a nasty, nasty, nasty war. Chemical gases were used, tanks, attack airplanes, artillery, and like I said, there was a lot of people jumping out of trees with bayonets on the ends of their weapon, and a lot of hidden mines and stuff like that. It was bad. Some of the guns that you might be able to expect to be in this game could be like the Browning, the FAL, the Grease Gun, the Gustav, the M1 Carbine, the M1 Garand, the M14, the M16, which the M16 was by far the most popular weapon in this war. It was what pretty much every single American soldier used. The M21 and M40 sniper rifles, the MAC-10, the Remington pump-action shotgun, the Springfield sniper rifle, the Sterling, the Thompson, the Uzi, the Winchester Model 70 sniper rifle, the XM177. A lot of those guns were featured in previous Call of Duty games, so I wouldn't be surprised to see them in this one as well. But I don't want to bore you to death with a history lesson, so that's really all I have to say. Also, I'm really hoping that Treyarch has a beta of some sort to fix out the kinks, because obviously that was a big reason why Modern Warfare 2 was kind of a fail. I mean, they might have been able to get the JTAG problem fixed by the time the actual game came out if they would have worried about that then. And Infinity Ward still doesn't really want to worry about the JTAG problem. It's pretty much like they sold us the game and then said no takebacks or something like that. So let's just hope Treyarch does a better job, and I'm sure that they can create another great game.